bringing to you that the Trinamool Congress has outrightly rejected the Enforcement Directorate's claim that devices have been taken away by the Chief Minister. The TMC has said that the Enforcement Directorate claims are just intended to create prejudice, and they've also cited the Enforcement Directorate Panchnama to back the party's claim that no such devices had been seized. Let me go across to Rajesh now for what's emerging in terms of the rebuttals being issued by those representing the TMC and the West Bengal government in the Supreme Court. Now, Tushar Mehta, the Solicitor General, has alleged that the West Bengal Police ended up snatching away crucial CCTV footage from those IPAC premises. The TMC has now tried to tell the Supreme Court that this is all hogwash. The ED's own Panchnama does not indicate that any of these devices had been taken away. What's the back and forth that we're seeing in terms of the TMC's rebuttals now, Rajesh?
See, sources in Kolkata Police has claimed that they have seized the CCTV footages for the purpose of investigation, since they were investigating two cases against unknown officials of Enforcement Directorate. And let me tell you, two cases were registered at Seizure Police Station in Kolkata under Kolkata Police jurisdiction, and that these two cases were filed just on a day after the raid was conducted by Enforcement Directorate. First case was filed by Kolkata Police itself. It was a suo motu case, and the second case was filed based on the written complaint submitted by Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee herself. So there were two cases which were being investigated by the Kolkata Police. During the course of investigation, a team of Kolkata Police's investigating a team arrived at the spot, arrived at the house of Pratik Jain, who is the director of IPAC, and they arrived at the same location where ED carried out the raid on the very first day. That time ED following the raid, they have conducted the live cholse. All
right. We'll try to get back to Rajesh in just a short while. He's been reporting on this matter from Kolkata. These arguments, of course, taking place in the Supreme Court. Now, the Supreme Court, in its oral observation so far, has said that this is a serious matter, which is essentially the allegations that are currently being made on the part of the Enforcement Directorate in the Supreme Court, and also, of course, the counter observations and the arguments being made by the West Bengal government and the TMC. The Supreme Court has now said that this is a very serious matter. We have to examine it. So let me go across to Bhavtosh once again. What does this imply, Bhavtosh? Very serious matter. What does this mean? Will notices be issued? Will there be a parallel investigation now into the actions of the West Bengal government and Mamata Banerjee, among others, on that day, on the 8th of January? What are we to expect in terms of how these hearings might now proceed from here on?
Well, as of now, what is appearing is that Supreme Court at least has taken on record, at least has been aware of the fact that there were at least two things that has happened. One, that ED raids were aborted, or at least were stopped by Mamata Banerjee. She, in fact, arrived at two places. One was the IPAC office in Kolkata, and second was Pratik Jain's residence. She, in fact, prevented ED officials from carrying out raids and searches. Supreme Court is aware of the fact. Justice Mishra, in fact, was concerned about the fact that the hearing could not take place in the Calcutta High Court last week, primarily because there were some kind of ruckus that happened. Tushar Mehta said that they have WhatsApp messages that were circulated by TMC leaders. Now, whether notice will be issued or not is up to the division bench of Justice Mishra and Justice other judge who is on the bench. The point that has been raised by the Enforcement Directorate is that there should be also disciplinary action initiated by DOPT and Ministry of Home Affairs on, and this should be done by the Supreme Court. So these are the points that have been raised by the Enforcement Directorate.
All right. We'd just like to inform our viewers that Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi has also started making his submissions in the court as we speak. We'll, of course, cover this matter and much else on the other side of this very short commercial break. See you.